Hello there, everybody, and today I'm reviewing Ninja Turtles. I am at Lone Raph and Cub. It almost made me think of the episode Lone Rat and Cub from the 2012 show, but this episode's more about Raphael as he teams up with a boy named Tyler to rescue his mom from a group of gangsters as the search for Splinter still continues. So if you don't know what happened in the last episodes, they had their big showdown with Shredder. Leo sliced the head off of Shredder. Everyone thinks Shredder's dead, but we as the audience know that Shredder is actually alive, and we actually know the secret behind it. But I won't spoil it, like I said, from the last video. But Raph's really frustrated, and he's training during this. But the other turtles in April are trying to find a plan to find Splinter, since the next two episodes, we're already almost at the finale, but this is where they're planning to find out where Splinter is, and I don't know, I don't think we see them throughout the whole episode, since this episode is more about Raph, but this one's where Raph meets up with a boy after rescuing him from a group of gangsters, and we learn the boy's name is Tyler. He's a little boy whose mom, who we learned in a flashback that his mom had a job where she had some incriminating evidence against these gangsters, and because she was about to expose it, she is tracked down by these gangsters and they attack her, but she gives the tape to him and then he escapes, and now these gangsters are after the boy, and so Raph and him team up after the little fight. But the big thing about this episode I do like is we see Raph, we see more of his brother, father-like figure to the boy. I like their connection. They both compare each other's anger to being very similar to each other. That's what I like. He basically has his own mini-me in a way. But for the gangsters themselves, they're alright. They kind of remind me of the other gangsters we see in the 80s show. Not as memorable as those guys, but I definitely like their designs, especially the dude with the chin beard. I don't know, he kind of reminds me of like a GTA villain in a way. But we get a bunch of action in this where Raph is able to take down the goons. And when he does find the person's mom, Tyler basically goes back to his mom, and the two are able to just live out peacefully, hopefully, as they won't hopefully not get in trouble from the gangsters. But it does end off on a good note where Raph just runs off into the city and preparing for the next mission, I guess. But some people could probably say this is a filler episode. Honestly, it could be, but I kind of see it as just a simpler episode with understanding Raphael and his personality a lot more. Since he's always known for having anger issues and taking his anger out on his brothers, but to see him connect with someone a lot younger than him, it just feels a little different from the pacing of the show, for sure. It kind of reminds me of in Breaking Bad, where Jesse Pinkman is always good towards the kids he interacts with, since he doesn't like seeing harm done to them. It kind of reminds me of that, in a way. But like I said, I do like their dynamic in this. But the next two parts is the search for Splinter. I'm excited to talk about those two episodes for sure, since it connects a whole lot to the Mirage comics. So I'll probably give this episode probably a 7 out of 10. So yeah, I don't think I have too much to say. So sorry if I missed some things, but anyway, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.